Okay, and we're live. We're live.
This is my first time being live on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah. Nobody's here
Introduce
yet.
myself yet?
Not yet. Nobody's
Okay.
here.
Nobody's here.
And I know who you are.
You do?
Yeah.
You sure?
Well,
You've seen me a lot.
there are two Brandys, so I got 50% chance of me,
That's
right?
true.
Okay, somebody's here.
Who's here?
I don't know, but,
We don't know.
but I
Just
see the
somebody.
little eyeball.
Hi, this is Brandy Willing at Avery Hall Insurance with coffee and conversation, actually beverage and a conversation, because I don't drink coffee.
Strike one.
Strike one. It's
Yep.
my only thing. I don't drink coffee.
So I'm going to be asking Brandy some questions. But if you have questions for Brandy, they can be about insurance, they can be about her. She's interesting. You can put them in the chat. But until then, I'm going to ask my first question. What's one thing you wish all your clients knew about insurance?
That nobody calls us. If you buy a car, you got 50-50 shot the dealer's going to call us. If you sell a car, the MBA does not call us. If you sell your house, the realtor doesn't call us. So please call us.
Yes.
If anything like that, please call us. Several times we have had happen that someone gets a renewal in the mail and they're like, hey, I sold that house like 6 months ago. And we're like, oh. They just assume that the mortgage calls or the realtor calls or somebody. And honestly, it's your policy and you're the only one that can make changes to it. So please call us.
Yes. Basically, if anything happens in your life that's big.
Please call us. You put an addition on your house, call us.
Yes.
You do anything like that, call us. That way we can just make sure you're covered properly, or we can get, if you've sold it, we can get it canceled without having a ton of documentation to backdate.
Yes. You also always want updates on your clients' lives.
Yes.
What are they up to?
Of course. Of course.
Okay, it tells me that Christy has requested to join us on video. Christy, did you really mean that before I accept it? Or was that an accident? But until then, what types of insurance do you help people with?
I do personal lines. So I do home, auto, umbrella. We do boats, travel trailers, all your personal stuff is what I handle from day to day.
Yes. What is umbrella insurance? Because that's the most confusing one.
Umbrella is just what it says. It's an umbrella. Boop. It pops up over all, it goes extra liability over all of your personal lines policies. So your home is, your home liability limits, your auto liability limits. If something happens that goes past that, your umbrella kicks in and goes over that for the additional amount that you've purchased.
Yes. It's not an insurance policy for your umbrella.
It is not. It is not. It'd probably be a pretty cheap policy though, because umbrellas are pretty cheap.
Yes. But it comes in handy on a rainy day.
It does. It does.
Super funny. What career did you have before Avery Hall?
Oh, very, very different one. I built wiring harnesses for military aircraft for 10 years.
Oh, that's very different.
Very different. Very different. It was a very interesting job. Trained a lot of people on it. I actually got to work. I worked mainly on the Boeing Chinook helicopters, so like the big ones with the double propeller. I worked on those. We got to go in one, see all of our stuff inside. Ooh. I actually also got to do work inside of a V-22 Osprey, so it's the one that can fly like a plane but can also fly like a helicopter.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yep, it comes down like this to go like a plane, or they pop out like this to do like a helicopter.
Like a transformer.
Yeah, so we got to go to Patch River Naval Air Station and work on the wiring inside of it while it was at the station. So it was really cool.
Very cool. Very
and
high stakes.
Now I do insurance.
I know. I'm like trying to figure out what the pipeline was to get you here.
It was, they decided to move to Texas, and I'm like, I need a job.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to get married, and I need a job.
Yes.
And Avery Hall to the rescue.
Yes, and it's been great ever since.
Wonderful. It's been the biggest blessing ever.
This is kind of part of Christy's question. I assume Christy does not want to join the video, but Christy, please tell me if I'm wrong. But her question is, how did you start your career in insurance? We know that, but would you recommend working in the insurance industry?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that's always going to be needed. It's never going to not be needed. You have to have it by law.
Yes.
So, it's always something that's going to be needed, and if you enjoy helping people and working with people, it's a great career. You can always, there's like always room to grow and move up and learn new things and further your career. So yeah, and Avery Hall is a great place to do that at.
Yes.
They're amazing.
That's great. You can, I mean, there are people who have worked here, like with Avery Hall, like that guy in the background.
Working
Yeah.
my whole life.
Yes. Maureen says good morning.
Good morning.
Mandy says good morning, Brandy.
Hi, Mandy.
With 4 exclamation points. She's very excited this morning. She had her coffee this
She
morning.
had her coffee.
Yes.
I just have like a natural high. I don't need the caffeine. I don't think anybody wants to see me on caffeine.
I can only imagine. Christy does tell me that I'm wrong. Okay. So she does not want to be, you know, your co-star.
Come on, Christy.
Okay. So once again, if you have questions for Brandy, put them in the chat.
Drop
But
them in there.
I have tons of questions, so I'm gonna ask another one. Oh, I love this one. This is my favorite. What's a secret talent that you have? Besides like building helicopters for some reason.
So funny thing, I worked with wiring for 10 years and my Christmas lights wouldn't work. So I'm like, I do wiring, I can fix this.
Oh,
I forgot to
gosh.
unplug them. And I shot the world out of myself. And I'm like,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
When I built them, they weren't plugged into the thing.
Oh yeah.
So my husband was like, you okay? I'm like, okay, I'm good. Secret talent, I mean, it's not secret, I can talk to anybody.
Yes.
I can say some sort of greeting in like 4 languages.
Oh, that's cool. What are the 4 languages?
Korean.
Oh, okay.
Arabic.
Oh, these are interesting ones.
Spanish.
Yes.
And German.
Oh,
So, and if you count
in
English.
English, yes. So that's 5.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's what all came from working at my prior job, because there was so many nationalities that I worked with.
Yeah.
So you kind of,
That's cool. You get a little bit of everything.
yeah. So I'm that kid that, no matter where you sit me, I'm going to talk to somebody. Like, I even learned how to talk
Yeah.
to people that didn't speak my language.
At least one word.
Something.
What about, do you want to talk about like I know your family does like racing and stuff. That's kind of it's not a secret talent.
It's not secret.
It's a cool interest though.
Yeah. So I've grown up at the racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
My dad actually retired this year. After 58 years of racing. My mom has raced. My one brother has raced. My current brother, my oldest brother still races. My husband races, and possibly my daughter will be racing next year. So we will see what she chooses to do. She's excited about it. She just told me the other day she's going to drive a jet car when she turns 16.
Oh, okay. I remember when I was 16.
16. So we will see what she chooses to do. But
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's where we spend most of our weekends, and time is there. And my grandparents actually were there this past weekend, and they saw it's more than just racing. All the kids play with each other. They're there just having a good time. They just make friends with whoever kids are there. It's family time,
Yeah,
Like, it sounds like, I just want racing, but it's for us. It's family time. It's time to spend together, and it's cool to see the kids, making little friendships, and friendships they'll have forever, because they're all going to grow up there. So, and everybody kind of watches out for your kids when you're there, because everybody kind of knows who belongs to who, and they're like, hey, your kids down here, because mine wanders. So.
Yes, yours is easy though, because you have the exact same face.
Yeah, they're like, she looks just like her, so she must go with that one. So yeah,
that's cool. Another question. Let's talk about home insurance. What's the biggest mistake that you see that homeowners make with their insurance?
Probably thinking they don't need as much coverage as they do, because it's not going to happen, but it might happen. And also thinking that what you could sell it for and what you insure it for are the same thing, and they are very, very different. So what you could sell for is your neighborhood and the amount of land you have and the school district you're in. That all includes in your market value. But replacement cost is going to cost the same to build that house in town as out of town. So the replacement cost is very different. And plus you're looking at also having to clean up, tear down anything that's left, and completely rebuild. Instead, it's not like it's a fresh build. So
Yes.
they're very different. And a lot of people, their first thing is, I couldn't sell it for that. But no, because it's a different, it's something very, very different.
Yeah, selling an already existing house is much different than having to
Yes.
rebuild it.
Absolutely.
Yes. What about, It's kind of back to school right now. College students are coming back into town. What's a good insurance policy that college students should have?
I would say they need to have a renter's policy, one for their liability, and two to protect their stuff. So
Yes.
any electronics they have, anything like that, they would want a policy that would, insure their contents if something happened, and they would have coverage for that stuff.
Yes. Does it protect the stuff in their car? Is that right?
It's personal property, but I think the personal property that would come from their auto policy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
your personal property would be if your car got stolen, things like that.
I'm not an insurance person. So I'm generally just like, I wonder. All right, next question. What is your favorite thing about your job?
People.
People.
Yeah, I tell everybody I have to people. I like to people. When I don't people, I get in trouble. But I love people. So my favorite thing is getting to know my clients. I'm on the service team, and I have done new business, but I really prefer the servicing because I get to talk to the same clients over and over again. So I get to kind of know them, and they get to know me, which is kind of cool. I carried a lot of them with me through payments to processing to account manager. But my favorite is I had one of my clients. When I was getting ready to have my son, I was like letting people know, like, hey, I'm getting ready to be out for the next couple months. So if you call, like, don't be alarmed. I'm just having a baby. It's fine. I'll be back. And she actually called me because I had a scheduled C-section, so we knew the exact day I was leaving. She actually called me on my last day, and she was like, I was like, wonder what she's calling for, She's like, hey, I just wanted to call and let you know that I had you on my calendar, and I wanted to tell you that I hope everything goes well tomorrow, and that you have a healthy baby and a safe delivery. And I was like, oh, that's literally all she called me for.
Yeah.
So, like, that's, like, my favorite thing is just getting to know my customers knowing me, and, just getting to know all the different people and helping them.
Yeah, because I feel like you don't think of people in, especially, like, financial services as, like, personable and someone that you can develop a relationship with. But, I mean, you don't just pick their policy and then leave them.
Nope.
You're with them for a long time.
I don't. Yep. I have certain ones that they, we all do, they call us no matter, it doesn't matter who their agent is.
Yeah.
They always just, I want to talk to this person. So
yeah,
I enjoy it.
Yeah, and that's why we have such a great team. You can find anybody that you're looking for.
Absolutely. If one's not here, somebody else can always help.
Yes. Maureen has a question. When you think of Avery Hall as an employer, share with those listening the benefits available here in the agency and how they may be different from other local companies.
Well, one, they are very family oriented, I feel. They 100% support you and your family. I have little people, so they are great when it comes to that, because if anybody has little people they know, seems to always be something with them, whether it's school or daycare or doctor's appointments. They're great with that. We have, as far as like benefits, we have ESOP. So we actually all own a little tiny piece of Avery Hall. So when we retire, there's literally money getting put in an account just for us. For retirement, which is great. Like, I come to work and it's like, hey, you can work. Here's some, here's some towards your retirement, which is amazing. They treat us great. We 100% feel appreciated. I myself always feel like, I tell people all the time, like, I love that I work at Avery Hall. It has been the biggest blessing to work here, and they are from the president to the management to just everybody we work with. It's a great place to work, great benefits, time off, all that stuff. It's wonderful. So come join us when we have openings. Come join us.
We're usually hiring somebody somewhere.
We are.
Yeah, I feel like, sometimes it can feel like you're working for just like a faceless, just like authority, especially in a bigger corporation. And here you just you run into the president in the hallway all the time.
And you feel like you're known. You feel like they know who you are. I did, when I worked at my prior job, it was locally owned, and then a corporate took over. And it was a very big shift. Yeah. Like, I felt like I was Brandy at the first company, and then just with the second company, it was like, you're just number 12656.
Yeah.
Like, you felt like you were just a person.
Yeah.
Where here, I'm Brandy and I'm important and
Yeah.
I'm a part of the team. And, like you said, you bump into the president like daily. And
Yeah.
he's even come fist bump me before. So.
Yeah. And
It's
he'll
really
like
cool.
remember things and be
Yes.
like, all the, leadership here really
They're
does.
amazing.
Yes. And on a client side, we're an independent agency. So that we've got lots of options. We're not tied to one carrier.
We are not. We can always kind of shop it with other carriers to see if something's maybe more favorable for you at any time. And I mean, our services are free. You want to quote, you just give us a call and we will certainly work on it for you.
Yes. We also have our fun committee.
We do have fun committee.
What's your favorite fun committee event that we've ever had?
Oh, the favorite was, I don't know if it's a fun committee event, but it had to do with United Way, and we got to throw whipped cream in Joe and Kevin's face.
Yeah.
And it was so great. It was like, I will pay all my dollars to buy all the things so I can throw all of them.
Yeah.
I could not wait. I wanted to throw it at all of them. Some people were like, oh, I don't want to throw it at Joe. And I'm like, why?
We literally just talked about how great leadership is, and your
Yes.
next sentence is, I want to throw a pie on their faces.
But it's so great that the leadership
Yeah.
is willing to do that for a great cause.
Yes,
So
yes.
they are very much team players and there to do whatever they can do to help.
Yes, they are great.
But that was fun.
Yes, I've seen pictures and videos
Yes.
from that.
And
it
the
looks
scavenger
like,
hunts have been
yes,
amazing.
the downtown
They're super
scavenger
fun.
hunts.
Yes.
I've made the last two of those.
You
so
did?
I'm a little, yeah.
I had so much fun with the scavenger hunts.
That's
But like, how many companies, that you get to do that on while you're at work?
Yeah.
Like on the clock. Like this is like your job.
Yeah.
So like it's an amazing place to work for. They do try to do things probably like every month, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
to do something that kind of like breaks up your work day and something fun to do. Virtual bingo.
Yes.
I love doing
People
that too.
love the bingo.
Yes, that's fun as well. So it's cool that they realize that you need a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
To
mix
keep
it
you
up.
kinda motivated and focused, really.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. All right. I don't see any more questions coming in.
Okay.
Do you want to tell people how to contact you if they have insurance questions?
You can contact me, so you can call the main line. It's 410-742-5111. I am extension 1071. You can also email me at bewilling@averyhall.com, or you can text us. You can text us at the same number, 410-742-5111. And if you're texting me, you just want to say attention Brandy, so they know kind of who it goes to, because it kind of goes to a main thing and then they disperse it.
Yes. All right. Wrapping up. Thank you to everybody who joined us, and thank you to Brandy.
Thank you guys.
All
Have a
right.
good one.